anything that pops into my mind. All right, all you wrestling fans out there, tune in to Jack and the 1 Inch. Let me start this thing again. Can I do this over again?
Sure, yeah.
Do it all at
You
once?
can,
are we on the air right now? Are we on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air, but we'll just...
We're on the air? Well, I'm starting again anyhow for all of you nuts out there. Hey, all you perverts, punks, idiots, and fools, tune in to this radio station. What the hell are we promoting now?
InYourHeadOnline.com.
Oh, in your head, right?
Right.
InYourHead.com, right?
InYourHeadOnline.com.
InYourHeadOnline. I'm going to get it right this time. Hey, you've got the funker here, all you idiots, fools, and perverts. Tune in to InYourHead.com. How was that? That wasn't too good.
That was all right. You missed awesome. InYourHeadOnline.com. Someone already owns In Your Head.
InYourHeadOnline.com.
Right.
All right, let me try that again.
All
right, here we go one more time. InYourHeadOnline.com with the 1-incher and Jack. All you idiots, punks, perverts, and fools, be sure and tune in and listen to this show. Damn, that was a hell of a promo.
That was great. And
that was much better than Dusty Rhodes could ever dream of doing.
And you covered all our fans.
Badass.
You knew our fan base perfect.
Well, I bet I did.
But I'll never forget one time we wrestled up in Calgary, right? And Brett has everyone over to his house. He has all the boys to his house, which is really kind of him because a lot of guys don't want a bunch of wrestlers around their family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause like, no, this is where we draw the line. I want a bunch of jocks hanging around my house. And Brett had everybody to his house, and I got to admit, I'm just a different cat than Brett. I ain't saying I'm any better. I ain't saying I'm any worse. But Brett's house is a shrine to the Hitman. I mean, there wasn't a room in Brett's house that didn't have a picture of him and his wrestling gear. I mean, above his brother, he was married back then to his lady he has babies with, and above his bed was a portrait of Brett in his, like, Sergeant Pepper jacket. Remember the pink Sergeant Pepper jacket with little bangles,
little tassel things,
and stuff? No, I ain't saying it wasn't cool. I'm just saying, but whoa, bro! Like in your bed, are you ripping me? I mean, it was a shrine to the Hitman. Like I don't have like big posters of me all around my house, stuff like that, because I think it's stupid. Like it ain't what I do. I mean, it's what I do. It's not who I am. You know, I'm not. It's my occupation. It's my love. It's my passion. But it's not. It doesn't define who I am. Mm-hmm. You know, I've been blessed to do it, but I will never forget going to Brett's house because I dug Brett. I walked in his house, and when I left his house, I didn't feel the same way about it. I don't know, man. But I ain't knocking Brett. He came up different. He was second generation, all that kind of stuff. But I will never forget there wasn't. And he has a beautiful house, indoor pool, the whole deal, man. There wasn't a room in that house that didn't have a picture of him in his wrestling gear.
Yeah.
Now, my house, I got a big ass house too, and you won't find one picture of me.
Yeah.
My gear. You find pictures of me with my buds, and pictures of me and my friends and my kids and stuff like that. You won't find me in my gear.
Yeah. Do you have a poster of Brett in your room with that jacket?
Yeah, the Sergeant Pepper one sometimes when I beat off to
it. Good times, good times.
Oh, I adored the great Muda. Him and I, we had a great run together. It ended up in a bad way, which I talk about extensively in the book. And we left on not the best of terms. But I had a great time with him. I'm very proud of him. He took to the great Muda gimmick like a fish does to water, and he became a national and international star, and I'm very proud of all of his accomplishments. Yes, I did have some problems about the end, but that was not with him and I. It was with the office itself, and he chose to stick with the office rather than to stick with me, and that's fine, you know. I didn't own him, you know, I was just his manager, but I had nothing but great times with him, and I can't say anything derogatory about him. He was wonderful, and I made a tremendous amount of money and got a lot of great exposure off of TBS with him.
Whose idea was it to say that he was related to the Great Kabuki?
Who do you think?
I'm assuming it's yours.
Well, if I developed and created the Great Kabuki, it's a pretty good idea that when I started developing the Muda, that I had something in my mind that would tie into the Great Kabuki. No, of course that was me. That's what a manager did.
Right.
A manager took care of you. He built your persona. He made your interviews. He figured your finishes. He told you who your opponent was going to be. A manager was more important than a booker. I was a booker. I was a manager. I was a TV producer. But I had more power as a manager than I ever had as a booker, because I could say no for personal reasons. When I was a booker, I could not say no for personal reasons because I had to do what was right for business. You understand?
Right.
Okay.
Keep watching and listening to IYH and have yourself an eargasm.
All right, this is handsome Jackie Jones, and I'm here with another handsome man, Chubby Dudley. Very cool to have you here.
I like being called handsome. You're gonna make me blush.
Oh, very nice, very nice. So how did you get it? How did you become a Dudley?
Funny story was, so I went to wrestling school, Tri-State Wrestling Alliance with Stevie Richards. In the original version of ECW, which was Eastern Championship Wrestling, I was known as Easy Rider, one half of the Hell Riders, and we got pushed out of the way, we'll say, once Eddie Gilbert came in to the fold and started doing the booking. Paulie came in, took over, made ECW Extreme. Fast forward, Stevie Richards comes in, Raven comes in, the Dudleys start, and the first three was Dudley, Big Dick, and Little Snot. And I remember I was watching on TV, and I'm like, I look like one of them guys.
Yeah.
And after one of the shows one night, I was hanging out at the hotel with the boys and all, and Richards says to me, he goes, yo, let me reintroduce you to Paul and see what he thinks. And he brings me over to Paul, and he goes, hey, Paul, this is Bay. And Paul goes, oh, my God, another fucking Dudley. I was like, he's like, you got a tie-dye? I said, no. He said, buy a tie-dye, beat the shows next week and start.
Nice.
That's the story.
Yeah, so where did the name come from, Chubby?
So he said to me, he goes, what kind of gimmick do you want to do? I said, I want to be Studley Dudley. And he said, no. I said, Chubby Dudley? He's like, bring food with you, get a tie-dye, come next week.
Oh, nice.
That's how it started.
Yeah. So when you were part of Eastern Championship Wrestling, you said you guys get kind of phased out. Was that a hard time for you guys?
Yeah. For all the Philly guys, because we were there from day one. For a year and a half, busting our ass, building up this promotion and product. We got the TV contract in Philly, and me personally, I was helping out a lot behind the scenes promotions and stuff with Todd Gordon, and I was super excited when Eddie was coming in. I was a huge fan and mark of Eddie Gilbert, and so I was excited. But then, I saw the writing on the wall as Eddie came in. A lot of the Philly guys got phased out, and the Memphis guys were bringing brought in. I mean, it happens. It's a wrestling business. So a lot of the bookers do and all. They bring their own guys in. I've done it myself in promotions. So I get it. At that time, when I was a 20-something-year-old kid, I was very salty about it.
Do you think Todd Gordon gets enough credit for ECW?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a damn good question. Probably, you know what? Todd, it's hard to answer. Todd, I love you. I don't think he does get enough credit. He was very instrumental early on, and when things really blew up, and he went away, I think that's where, he lost. If he was still part of it through that whole time, right, he would have got a lot more respect. But without Todd Gordon, there's no ECW.
Yeah.
So,
what was Todd like? Because I've seen some videos with him and Too Cold Scorpio, and they're telling stories that I did not expect to hear about Todd Gordon.
It's funny. Todd went to high school with my sister.
Oh, really?
And so when I was getting involved with wrestling and the whole ECW thing, she would come out to the shows and support me. And when I mentioned his name one time, she's like, Todd Gordon. And I'm telling her, and I showed a picture. She's like, oh my God, I went to high school with him. She's like, he was the biggest dork in school. And I'm like, I could kind of picture that. But, it's funny. Todd, once he got around the wrestling business, he's a businessman. He was like the nerdy, successful businessman who got involved in the wrestling business. And at first he was not one of the boys, but he truly became one of the boys.
Yeah. So was that a wild time for you, ECW, once it became Extreme? And
it was amazing. It was magic. It was, even talking about it, picturing the ECW arena and those crowds, I knew then, even though my role was so small, I knew then I was part of wrestling history.
Yeah.
And just being able to be a part of those shows and sitting in the locker room, sharing the locker room with a lot of these guys who I looked up to, and even like sitting in the back watching what's going on the other side of the curtain on the monitor, we were popping in the back for what was going on out in the ring as much as the fans were popping.
Yeah.
Like, we were a fan of our own product and ourselves.
Mm-hmm. How long were you with ECW?
I was with ECW as a Hell Rider, 92, 93, and then I came back as a Dudley, 95 and 96.
Okay. Well, what led to you leaving in '96?
The real answer is Little Spike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nothing against Spike, nothing on a personal level. When I came in, I was hoping to work matches and stuff. And I worked a few matches here and there, but it was just kind of filling stuff because the emphasis became on Bubba and then eventually Devon. So they were getting all the matches, and there was all of us XS Dudleys that just became part of the sideshow. And when Spike came in, he was instantly getting matches.
Yeah.
And I saw the writing on the wall. I was like, you know what? Like, I could stay here and be part of the sideshow and have fun. Don't get me wrong. I had a freaking blast. I got so much exposure. But at the time, too, I was getting ready to start settling down, start a family and stuff. And I was just like, you know what? I think it's time for me to step away. And that's what I did.
Yeah. Well, how about the other Dudleys? What were all the other Dudleys like? Bubba Ray and Devon and Big Dick?
You know what? They were all amazing. They truly were. I know sometimes they got bad raps over the years for, especially like Bubba, like doing his gimmick and stuff like that. I always had a blast, whether it was in the locker room, the ring, hotel, partying afterwards, whatever. With all. We truly became like a band of brothers.
I see Joel Gertner. Well, I talked to Joel Gertner, who was over there.
Love Joel Gertner.
Yeah, I did too. A huge fan of Joel Gertner. Which I probably kind of came off as a fanboy to Joel, but I'm a huge fan of Joel Gertner.
I'll tell you what, I have told them this. I could sit and watch, people done these like YouTube like compilations of Joel Gertner.
Yeah.
I could sit and watch them 24 hours a day and still laugh my ass off the whole time.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I don't think anyone's ever even came close to that since. You probably couldn't do it today, for one thing. But
you know what's amazing about Joel? I mean, he was a guy who was around in the locker room, waiting for a little spot, then became like a ring announcer, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, came this freaking character, and everybody was just like, what? Yeah.
I remember when he was just a clean cut, a normal looking ring announcer.
Yeah.
And then years later, it's slowly progressed into the Joel Gertner we see today.
And I love his jacket. I'm going to steal his jacket one day. I always tell him that.
Yeah.
I just got to lose more weight to try to fit it in.
I lost under 10 pounds since November, so I'm very excited about that. So what are you doing currently?
I just got back involved in the world of professional wrestling after 16 years. I've stayed away from it for a long time. Last year, I used to run a wrestling promotion in Philly called Liberty All-Star Wrestling, and my old business partner restarted the promotion a couple years ago. They asked me last year if I wanted to become their commentator, and I didn't. I kicking and screaming. I'm like, no. And a few other people and him, they all talked me into coming back. So I started coming back, and people start hitting me up to do interviews, and then people start hitting me up to do conventions and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I can do this stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. So do you use the name? Do you use Chubby Dudley or Ray Ragney as
Bay Ragney.
I'm sorry. Ray Ragney.
I use either or.
Yeah. I mean for the commentary and stuff.
Bay Ragney.
Yeah.
Bay Ragney, formerly known as Chubby Dudley.
All right. Very cool. It's good to talk to you. Can people follow you online? Absolutely. Look for me, Bay Ragney or Chubby Dudley, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I also do a podcast called Totally Driven Radio. Do the same. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right, cool. I'm gonna add you as a friend on there. Absolutely. If you accept, hopefully you'll accept. Of course. I've got you on video. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Dude, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, what kind of a promo do you want?
Just tell people to tune in to InYourHeadOnline.com. Anything that pops into mind.
Anything that pops into my mind. All right, all you wrestling fans out there, tune in to Jack and the 1 Inch. Let me start this thing again. Can I do this over again?
Sure,
I
yeah.
Do it all at
You
once?
can,
are we on the air right now? Are we on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air, but we'll just...
We're on the air? Well, I'm starting again anyhow for all of you nuts here. Hey, all you perverts, punks, idiots, and fools, tune in to this radio station. What the hell are we promoting now?
InYourHeadOnline.com.
Oh, in your head.
Be a strong man, you could do it anywhere. You want to be an Indian chief, cowboy, you could do it in the ring. You can't do it in the mall. The most electrifying line in sports entertainment today. If you smell what the Rock is cooking, beat me if you can survive if I let you. I'm figuring and thinking there's nothing gonna stop my Stowman Randy Savage now. I'm the man. I'm the icon. And yes, you can't bow. I am God.
The number one show on the net that leads to the best in your head like Goldberg Net. For the punks and the perverts, this is how it works with Terry Funk and Knox Baker. Check Inchman and Barney, they got the cheap heat, so sit back and have a seat. They got questions from the fans, in your head the man from Australia to Japan. Check down the road, don't get back to first coast up the Mississippi.
We are bigger. We are faster. And we are all night long.
All you idiots, punks, perverts, and fools, be sure and tune in and listen to this show.
And we are live here once again at In Your Head Wrestling Radio. I'm the internet icon, the pride of the pilgrims, the most honest man in all of podcasting, handsome Jackie Jones, along with nobody. I'm here all by myself. We're going to talk about the wrestling. We are going to talk about Dynamite that just happened. Facebook just logged me out right when I was going live. Didn't do it during the Chubby Dudley interview I was playing, the Terry Funk promo, the clip from Gary Hart. It decides to do it right now. So I am preoccupied, but this is what kind of pro I am. I can multitask. All right. I believe I have secured my Facebook. So all the hackers out there is trying to get they're trying to get in, see if I've got any dick pics or whatever. I am now good. All right. So let's see. John, I think that's true. It's true. Incher is a loveless man. He is a loveless man. We got Jonathan Jackson here. Dave Deadman! David Deads! Madison Border over on the Facebook. I appreciate if you're watching this on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, wherever you're watching it, wherever I'm streaming it. On Facebook groups, Nasty Neil page, or Jackie Jones page, rather. All these different things. But it's going to be easiest to interact with the rest of In Your Head and the rest of the Headyverse if you go over to the YouTube page and you join us there. There's a live interactive chat with all our good friends like Dave Deadman and Ludite and Jonathan Jackson, Madison Rain, I guess. I don't know. Everyone who's there. And obviously, you got to hit the like button. Subscribe, share this out, leave comments. All that is free. And if you'd like to help support the channel, become a member. It starts only $3 a month, or you can go all the way to the top tier, $10 a month. Become a producer like our fine folks, El Santos World, Brian Matthew Clutter, and the Lurker. All right, so Dynamite was live tonight. That is right. The most professional man in sports entertainment broadcast. Oh, but this is probably a little bright here, but this is my Tiki Port hats, my favorite local Chinese place. And the young lady who works there, anytime I go in, if we're with our mom, she goes, "Oh, sweet sour chicken for mama." And if I'm there without her, she goes, "Well, no, sweet sour chicken for mama." And that's what she sounds like, Jonathan Jackson. Don't give me any gruff. But yeah, but anyway, she said this was their top selling color, so I got this one. And I think she was not bullshitting me because I've not seen it since then. I believe I bought the last pink Tiki Port hat. So if you're ever in Hyannis, I recommend Tiki Port. Anyway, AEW from Chicago. So very lively crowd, really cool atmosphere for this place. I forget what it's called. It was similar to like the Madhouse of Extreme. It's not huge, but it was packed, and everyone there was very into the show, which is more important, in my opinion, than having a giant building if the people are not into it. But yeah, they were into it. At first, I was like, "Oh, it's kind of a small place," but they're really into it, which really actually add a lot to the show. So this is the first Dynamite I've watched live in quite a while. I usually watch them in DVR. Well, I will be sure. So I got home about 10 minutes after Dynamite, but through the miracles of DVR, I could just watch it live and go over the ads, which was quite nice. So let's see. We open with Hangman walking into the building. All these shows open like that now. Everyone in wrestling just gets to the building as soon as it starts. I noticed this. I don't watch a lot of WWE. When I do, the beginning of the show, every single person is shown walking into the arena, and it's usually like super like cheesy. Like you could tell, like they're like standing there, then they're like action, and they start walking, and it's like they just film everyone walking into the arena. But whatever. So this one, Hangman comes in the building. MJF brings his contract, talking about the title match. And then he says, Hangman says he's a coward. We go into a Hangman versus Yuta. Now, I've got something to say because now I do believe AEW is guilty at times of pushing people who are not even just not ready, but probably don't deserve in certain spots. So it was the big lug, what's his name? I forget, Brian Johnson or something. That big dude from Aussie Open. He's got nothing going for him. but they would put him in main events so he got hurt. There's a lot of people like that. I hear all the time from all the wrestling, the old wrestler hosted podcast, they'll talk about Yuta being this nobody no one cares about, the crowd doesn't care about, blah, 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 blah. You can't just say that. Because if you watch a show, if you watch AEW, you know that's not true. Because this guy is, would say very underrated, not even just as a performer, but he gets a ton of heel heat. I thought, like months ago, it was at one particular show, like that he went to college at or something, but he regularly gets heat and he gets the crowd chanting, fuck you, Yuta. So you can't just keep saying that no one cares about this guy because you personally don't. Look, I didn't care about the Ultimate Warrior, and I'm no way comparing Wheeler Yuta to the Ultimate Warrior, but I can't just be like, no one cared about him. Or, I don't know, let's say a smaller person on the show, Disco Inferno. I actually was a fan of Disco Inferno, but if you were like Disco Inferno, I personally didn't like him, so no one cared, no one liked him. I mean, you can't say that. He got a reaction from the crowd. And Wheeler Yuta, whether you like him or not, that's up to you. But he definitely gets a reaction from the crowd. He gets a chant pretty much every time he's out there. So I am pro Wheeler Yuta. So anyway, this was a really good basic wrestling match. This was a good guy versus the bad guy. You had the hero versus the villain. Really kind of old school. Just, the fans want this guy to win, and they want to see this other guy get beat up. And I thought it was the right length, the match, the time of the match. It didn't go like 25 minutes because you knew Hangman was going to win. Hangman should win. But it wasn't a squash match either, so you didn't bury Yuta. You gave it, just a good amount of time. Decisive victory for Hangman, but still you didn't bury Yuta. I thought this was just a very good pro wrestling match. And you really need to put Hangman over. He's the new champion. Hangman then just beats the hell out of Wheeler, gets him all bloody, he's bleeding, and then the fans start chanting, "You deserve it," which I thought was very funny. So kudos to the fans out there. Get yourself some chicken teriyaki there, Jonathan Jackson. Then we get a weird promo by Athena, and I honestly thought, why is Athena there in a dunce cap? I thought she literally had a dunce cap on. But she had one of those Shark Week, like not inflatable, but like a foam Shark Week hat. I mean, you could put that on like Turbo Floyd or something, but don't put it on one of your heel champions. You look like a complete idiot. This was not a good promo. I didn't know who the woman was she was with. This was not a good segment. Then we started off with a tag tournament, which I thought was kind of funny because they kept saying we're going to show the brackets. And when they showed the brackets, they had the two people that we literally just saw in the match and no one else. It was a bracket of like these two guys, FTR and Jet Speed. And we knew that match was there because we just witnessed it. And then under that was another match, and it had no names. And then the other bracket, the other side of the bracket was 4 people. Again, no names. So it was a bracket. We know that 2 teams will wrestle, and then they will wrestle the winners of those winners, which we probably would have known if we know what a tournament is. So I thought that was very strange. Taz, very terrible commentator. I can't say this enough. I really think he actually honestly takes away from the show, where Jim Ross, I know he's not what he used to be, but Jim Ross' strength was he would add drama to something that was already dramatic to make it seem important. I honestly believe Taz makes things seem less important because it's all about his bad jokes, even during like an important match, and it's just bad. He's bad. Never been good, I don't think. I think he's even worse now. Used to be a great wrestler. Always a bad commentator. I like that Jet Speed wear matching gear. Now, a few weeks ago, they obliterated this team, I think, almost beyond repair, because they had them just get decimated by the Hurt Syndicate over and over and kept asking to have their ass beat more. I mean, this was almost like some kind of fetish of theirs that like they like to be beat by like two big black dudes. Maybe that's their gimmick. They're like these white meat baby faces who like to be beat down by the BBC. I don't know, but it does not put them over like, oh wow, I really want to get behind these guys. I'm not kink shaming out there. Jonathan Jackson, he's excited. He's like, give me their number. Maybe, maybe some weekend, something can go down here. But so this was a good match, though. This was good. Jet Speed, your classic, smaller, high-flying babyface team. It was really good until Speedball starts doing these quick-fire kicks, and I'm just like, fuck this guy. Just bring Hurt Syndicate back out and just pummel him again for the 10th time. I mean, look at this fucking asshole. But there was a really cool double team move by Knight and Bailey. It's funny, I guess Bailey's the power guy. He's slightly bigger. So Bailey had the guy up on his shoulders, almost like you're going to do a Doomsday Device. But then Knight did a drop kick, but not off the top rope. He did it from the mat. So you had to actually jump higher. Now, if you're trying to hurt somebody, the move doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's just you're forced to jump higher in the air. But as a visual, it was cool because you got a lot of air on the drop kick. That was cool. It was cool. FTR wins with some interference by Nothing Happening Stokely. Why do they have to have this fucking guy with him? And so Stokely, he puts his crutch in for support. So like he's one of the FTR guys grabbing the crutch for the pinfall. And that's when we went to the brackets and Nothing Happened. So then Copeland comes out. No Christian, just Copeland. I guess he signed a contract or somewhere he cannot touch FTR. But then he's like, but I hired, somebody else to, and they like to hurt people. So FTR comes out. So I guess Hurt Syndicate are just straight up baby faces now, which they should be, because the crowd wants to cheer these guys, and they do cheer them. So I think you should just have them as baby faces. I don't know. We may have found the seedy side of Vic. What is Vic's deal? No, Vic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you came into the show right at that point. But so Copeland, so I guess the Hurt Syndicate are baby faces, which they should be, like I said. But it's not, I mean, this segment was over and all. The Hurt Syndicate come out and they just beat the hell out of FTR, but it's kind of backwards because FTR were literally in a hard, a hard-fought match, and then they get beat up by by fresh baby faces. So it's like they're the heels. You're supposed to don't you feel bad for them in a way? And is that a heroic thing to run down and beat up two guys? Run in, beat up two guys that were just in a match because you got paid to do it? Like I don't really get it. I also don't think it's like a great look for your tag champs. Like, they're the tag champs, and like they have to take like payoffs to just go. They're like hired guys to go beat people up. It's like you don't expect like your world champion, like a topical reference like Troy Aikman when he's with the Cowboys. Like he's taking payoffs to go collect for like the mafia or something. He's going to break kneecaps or something. Like they're the champs. Do they need to beat people up on there and like for like a side job? I don't know. I just found it weird. And so then your tag champs are paid off to beat up the tag team to get them for a feud with Copeland, which when you think like the whole reason to win the tournament is they want to wrestle the Hurt Syndicate for the tag belt. So the more I thought about, the less sense this whole segment made. New faction, I guess. I don't know if they're called Uncaged. If they are, I think that's a good team. It's the former Patriarchy Sans Christian. There's something about Nick, what's his name? Nick Wayne. He's very unlikable, and you want to see him get beat up. So I'm a fan. I think this guy's got a lot of heel heat. The other guy's never really been anything. Kip Sabian. Maybe he's fine for like his lackey. And I like the fact that they They always shoot this in a way to make the mom look much bigger than Nick Wayne. I know some people complain about that, but I think it just adds to that whole character of this guy you want to see get beat up. We had lots of Darby Allin vignettes, which I think was very good to do. You get to see this guy multiple segments, like, oh, this is someone important. We want to see him back. The Moxley promo was filmed really cool. It honestly looked like a film, like a movie. I was kind of hoping that Moxley would be off for a while, but we're leading to the rematch, which makes logical sense. Moxley was a champ for like a year; he should get a rematch. And then I also think Hangman should win it decisively, because we'll get to that. But I think that would put the exclamation point in Hangman's kickoff for the title. Will Ospreay promo. He's hurt, got 2 herniated discs in his spinal cord, which sounded like I thought he'd be out for a long time. But he said he's going to be back for Forbidden Door, which is in August. So I don't know. Hopefully so. Who has the better ass? Rhea Ripley or the Fabulous Moolah? Definitely Rhea Ripley. Even if I assume you don't mean now. We're not advocates of necrophilia on air. We can't say that, but off air, hey, you never know. But the Rhea Ripley has a very nice posterior, as I like to say. Fabulous Moolah, I cannot say was ever really sexually excited by. I know you were wondering that, Mr. Wrinkle. Terrible Troy, Nick Wayne is money. Yeah, I like the Nick Wayne. Yeah, look at you can do all these 8-bit fellas hand drawn by myself and become a member. It only costs $3, $2.99 a month. Get yourself a membership. Don't be a putz. Don't be a cheap bastard. Get yourself a membership. Don't be a cheapskate like Jonathan Jackson out there. Become a member today. Really cool promo by Julia Hart's group. Speaking of nice posteriors, but no, Julia Hart, I'm a fan of. Not only all 3 attractive ladies, I like all 3 as wrestlers. I like the group. Julia Hart super improved over her days as a cheerleader. I think all 3 look cool together. I really like this new Spider Lady. Speaking of Fabulous Moolah, it's not the Spider Lady who beat Wendy Richter. Yeah, I'm into this. And again, it's always an improvement when AEW starts showing a lot of vignettes. As I've been saying since the beginning of the show started, like, you get these groups over, you get these people over if you show vignettes. MVP promo with the Hurt Syndicate. Basically, one MVP out. MVP was asking for help. For all the build to him joining the Hurt Syndicate, if that's just them splitting up, very lame. Very lame. I've not really been a fan of him with them at all. And it kind of seems like they didn't really have a storyline idea for the payoff, if that's the payoff. Billy Starks versus Tony Storm. Big Tony Storm fan. This Billy Starks lady, she looks like just the total dork, like a real nerd. Why is she with Athena? I don't really get it. What would be the connection? They don't look like they'd be hanging out or anything. Match was good. If anything, I would say it should have been shorter. I think Tony should have just beat her pretty decisively. Huge fan of Tony Storm. Athena comes out, takes Tony out with the contract. I think she hit her in the head or whatever. And then Alex Windsor runs in to stop Athena. I don't know who this woman is, but okay. She's a pretty big lady, but it was very weird because isn't Athena going to be fighting Tony Storm? And then we go to Alex. I don't know. Who knows? Swerve versus Hechicero. Don Callis finally came out with Hechicero. I've been saying on the show I don't like. I really think that Don Callis' family should be just a core group of people that he's always out with, because so often he, like the B team of his team, he doesn't even come out with, but he came out with Hechicero. I like the entrance he did, this over the top, but I almost thought it was too over the top, where it just came off as comedy. And I don't know if you want to, almost made like you're making like Hechicero out to be like a goof. Like like you're supposed to laugh that he's supposed to be so good, which I don't think is appropriate, because I think he is good. Match it was fine. It wasn't anything special, to be honest. And I'm a big fan of Swerve, and I like Hetrocera a lot too. We had a DQ with Lance Archer running in, which honestly, think about this, good. You didn't have Hetrocera just lose, get pinned. A bunch of other folks ran out. They battle out. And then, oh my God, fucking Okada comes out with super weak chair shot, tries to tombstone, and then Swerve rolls out of it. And then I don't know what he hit. Oh, I don't know what Swerve hit Okada with, but Okada took a slow motion bump onto the chair. Like he just went like he was falling like this really slow motion. I was like, good Lord, dude. Get this fucker off my TV. He sucks. I can't believe he's like, they present this dude as some like one of the top guys in the company. Ricochet and Gates of Agony promo. I've been wanting them to do something with Gates of Agony for a long time. I'm a fan of them. I just don't like Ricochet. I hate the character. I realize it's at least he has a character, as unlike before, where he's just a guy who did flips. I'm just not into him. I don't find it entertaining. I don't find it real. It's clearly him trying to do like an annoying heel persona. I just don't like it at all. I think it's bad. But if it gets Gates Agony on TV, that's cool by me. MVP promo. Talking about, his title shot, what's the title shot? Well, he's getting a title shot versus Hangman. How comes Mark Briscoe? Briscoe's so good. Mark Briscoe. I'm glad he's doing more stuff. And then MVP says, no one will ever respect you as much as your brother Jay. Wow. Fighting words. And so that leads into Mark Briscoe versus Cesaro. This match was good. It didn't get a lot of heat for a little while in the show. You know what? I love Cesaro, but people always dogging on Wheeler Yuta, but I would say Wheeler Yuta gets more heat than Cesaro. Darby Allin was in the crowd. Mark wins, and then Shafir runs in and takes out his knee. Moxley comes out, then Hangman comes out. So I even though I liked the match and I was really excited that Mark Briscoe won, I have a really big issue with it because Mark Briscoe, you got Mark Briscoe and MVP, and then he wins this match, which in theory is supposed to elevate Mark Briscoe, but it was really just all a setup to Moxley and Hangman. So everything that Mark Briscoe got out of a big win was completely nullified because it made no difference who won this match because it was all about Moxley and Hangman. And so and it's not that's a big match, obviously it's a title, but I just think you threw away any good you did in that match. The match was honestly meaningless at this point. So promo at Moxley and Hangman, this is good stuff. And so a rematch next week. And this was actually a very smart stipulation because it used to be like the stipulations they were built up to, there was a reason for them. And there's been a reason for this. There's always so much interference in the Death Riders matches. Now Hangman's a champ, so it's up to him to pick what kind of match it's going to be. So he says their match will be everyone's barred from ringside. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm into it. I think this is a time to put the exclamation on the Hangman victory. I'd say he goes over Moxley next week live on TV in front of a big audience. And bam, and then you go with him as his run as champ. I think you take Moxley off for a little while, and then you bring him, back down the road. I mentioned I had some issues with certain things, but overall, very good show. I like they're starting to do maybe more vignettes, which put things over, puts new people over, puts existing people over. All matches are good. Yeah, good show. I enjoyed it. All right. Yeah, Thekla. Yeah, she's sweet. I'm a fan. All right. So here I'm going to send out the link if you guys would like to come on. I don't want to stay here all night. So you can come on and join me, talk the wrestling. We'll get to the questions. Here is the link. You can join in and talk about professional wrestling. Wrestling time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. WrestleMania. Fighting to survive. Bump it up, bump it up. All right. Talk wrestling. I'm going to post this on the Facebook. I'm going to post it on the Twitter. And then we'll get to these questions from the Headyverse. All right. Here we go, folks. Hello, Stephen from Butler Town.
Howdy.
What's up?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So
That's good.
I heard, that you're on Wednesday night. So, yeah.
Yeah, no All be, so I thought it would be, I might as well go live after a Dynamite.
Yeah. So how you doing?
I didn't know. I know I watched Dynamite live on my computer, which was actually pretty cool through the, I didn't know you could do this. I just went to Xfinity, and while it was live on TV, I could watch it through the DVR on my Xfinity on the computer. And then since I watched it about 10 or 15 minutes late, I could even go over the ads and stuff. So
yeah, when I had when Raw was on Sportsnet, I could do the same thing. But now that it's on Netflix, I was watching it on Netflix and I couldn't do that. Now I have to sit through everything. But if
there's a lot of ads and just stuff like between every match, it's like 15 minutes of nothing. I was like, good Lord.
Yeah. I can surf the internet, check Twitter,
do
something else.
Yeah. Send John Reddy a dick pic.
Oh, you
No.
would?
No. We don't do that. Whoa.
That's my condition. I didn't even think what but I already know.
How are you doing, John?
I'm okay, I guess.
All right. You look happy. Whose house?
Swerve's house.
Yeah, I got this in the Pro Wrestling Crate last week.
Mm.
It was 2 cool shirts. It was Will Ospreay and Tony Storm, so I was very happy. It wasn't, I remember there for a little while, they'd send me like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Grinch and stuff. I was like, what the hell is this? I almost canceled it. But now we're back to actual wrestling.
Oh, you're a mean one.
I have nothing against the Grinch, but if I was subscribing to the Grinch box and they sent me like a John Cena shirt, I would be very confused. All right.
The Grinch, I think.
You're a mean one. We've had the Grinch's daughter on the show.
Did you ever box them?
Whoa.
Used to watch that every Christmas.
Yeah, it's great. The original Grinch. Boris Karloff. All right. What's on your mind, Toronto? Stevie, before we get to the Raw report?
Well, I watched some NXT NA Slammiversary.
Wow, Slammiversary had a huge crowd, I saw.
Well, they said over 7,000, live in a live crowd. But yeah, I liked the show. I mean, I was able to watch the show, and so WWE, this could never have happened in the Vince McMahon era, because he was all about like putting the other companies out of business. But it's surprising that that TNA, that WWE would make a deal with TNA, mind you, it's NXT.
Yeah. I think the thing is, it's just all ulterior motives. It's they're clearly in no danger of TNA's gonna outshine them, or all this, And then I think a big part of it is if people if you're a new guy or an indie guy, like, do I sign with AEW or TNA. Used to be like, probably not going to go to TNA. But now it's like, well, maybe I will, because that could be my gateway to the WWE. And I really think it's so much stuff there to like, that's why I don't think they'll ever outright buy TNA, because then you're getting into like illegal activity if you have all the TV. But if you don't technically own them, then they can have other TV, and you can do kind of these shady deals. And I think their idea is that hopefully that they want people to see that as the number 2, I think. And with them like sending, their bigger stuff, some of their stars and stuff, it gives it it definitely elevates it to a lot of fans. But don't they just always, don't the WWE, like the NXT guys, just come in and win all the belts?
So this is what happened. So this is what happened in TNA Slammiversary. So JC Jane, the NXT Women's Champion, comes on, and they do a title versus title match against the TNA Knockouts champion, and she wins the belt. So she's got 2 belts. And so then in the main event, which was triple threat, Trick Williams, who is the NXT, and he's the TNA champion, defends against Mike Santana and Joe Hendry. And Santana is from New York. And
and he has a lot of momentum behind him.
And the show's in New York. So it certainly looks like Santana is going to win the match at the finish.
Yeah, everyone thought this. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Trick just comes in at the 11th hour and wins and retains the title.
And Joe Henry, like, look at all the buzz he had. Does anyone really even talk about him anymore? Then I remember people trying to tell me, like, oh my God, this is going to make him a superstar, coming out and getting squashed at WrestleMania by Randy Orton. Oh yeah, it's really elevated him to giant heights.
Well, I mean, like, when I was listening to a podcast earlier today, and the guy was from Toronto, and yeah, this is just like a business decision on WWE's part. They're not sweating anything. And I think, they've already got Jordan Grace is in NXT. And
they'll just cherry pick the people they want. If they want,
if they want Joe Hendry, they can get him probably eventually, or Santana. But like,
yeah, and and realistically, would you be like, no, I'm going to stay in TNA? I mean, it doesn't really make sense to be like, I guess like if you're just going to go to NXT, maybe, but
yeah, like, you probably have a chance to get on one of the main shows, Raw or SmackDown. So if you are Joe Hendry and your contract's coming up, and WWE, they give you an NXT contract, sure, he's probably going to take it. But I thought.
Do you honestly think if you're an established wrestler who's been wrestling for years, do you really think going to NXT makes you better? I don't see any of this ever happening. I mean, if you're good, you'll probably still be good, but I don't think they act like they got to retrain you. And I don't really see anyone like they go there and all of a sudden they become like significantly better. I honestly think it's, if you're already like a good wrestler and a good personality, I think it's kind of a waste of time. Like, I think they waste some years off their careers by just like being in NXT before going to the main show.
Well, I think that's why Cowboy James Storm didn't stick around very long. He was
because like realistically, is he all of a sudden going to be like, what's he going to learn at this point?
Yeah.
I mean, you can always learn a little bit of things, but he's going to learn more just being on the main show, wrestling with other wrestlers. Like, he's been wrestling for, at that time, probably 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Jade's gotten worse going to WWE. I think she's a worse wrestler and she wasn't great, but I think she's even worse now.
What, Jade Cargill?
Yeah.
So she's gonna challenge Tiffany for the belt at SummerSlam. I think that's the title match, which It's certainly, I mean, I certainly hope it's not the grand plan. It's not to put the world title on Jade Cargill. Tiffany should retain that title. But one other note from TNA, I really enjoyed seeing AJ Styles come back. He just cut
I
a
did
promo.
see that clip. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he just cut a promo. But the TNA crowd, I mean, they've been waiting over a decade for him to come back. And I think there was I met AJ, and I think he didn't want to come back as long as they had that 6-sided ring. I mean, he said, he never wants to go back into a 6-sided ring again. So they've got the 4-sided ring now. So
yeah.
No,
I thought most of the guys, I know, like, I never really cared one way or another about the ring, because I don't think it really, as a fan, once the show started, I don't think you really paid attention to it, but it always seemed like it meant so much to like the original TNA fans about the 6-sided ring. I assumed like a lot of the high flyers liked it, but maybe I wonder who liked it.
I don't know. And the Half Speed Hardy Boys are the tag team champions again.
And then I saw the team through or Bubba.
So Bubba Ray comes back, or now he's Bully Ray again since he's in TNA, and he wants to have one final match: Dudley's versus the Hardy Boys. And so, I don't know if you've been watching Jeff and Matt Hardy, but they are going at like about half speed, maybe.
I've seen them before this last run, and they've been pretty washed. Matt's been washed up physically for a long time.
Mm-hmm. But Jeff was looking pretty bad. I mean,
that's too bad. But honestly, he probably is clean now, and it's probably hard for him to wrestle.
But the years have taken their toll on him. Yeah. But
I understand, but it's still not. It's not fun to watch.
Yeah, but TNA, they put the tag team titles back on them in it was a ladder match, and
so why put these guys in ladder matches? Like it's not. They did that so much in AEW too, and it's like I don't want to see, like, it's not good, and like they're already broken down. Like, how much more broken down you want these guys?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they should have just kept doing the even though I wasn't a fan of it, me personally, but most people were, just kept doing the delete stuff. That was over, and they didn't have to, especially for Matt, it was probably the most over he had been in maybe his whole career, and he didn't have to take really any bumps or very minimal bumps. So instead, he's out there taking bumps for way less of a pop from the crowd. It doesn't really make any sense at all to me.
I mean, like, they've been, so they started when they were teenagers. So, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I think both of them should retire, go to the WWF, get their Hall of Fame induction, and like call it a career before they end up in wheelchairs. I mean, really.
Yeah, because not like, it's not fun for me to watch.
Yeah.
Hello, Vic.
Mr. Schiavone.
Gentlemen.
And so I was always a Dudley Boys fan. And I liked the Hardy Boys back in the day too. But so in part of me, like, oh, it's fun to watch. But then I'm thinking, is it? Because I heard Devon was like, I thought he was like almost crippled, like he couldn't have another match. So I don't know. We'll see. And if they would just go out there and have fun, and I think the crowd would like that, but I bet they're going to go out there and try to do something like really memorable, and I just don't think they could physically do it anymore.
No.
It was weird. I watched.
That'll be memorable.
Yeah, it was weird. I watched a promo because he was Bully Ray was like the two greatest teams ever, and then he's like, well, everyone knows the Road Warriors were the best. I'm like, it's kind of funny, but why would you say that when you're trying to build to like this last match? I don't know. It seemed kind of stupid to me.
So, Vic, did you watch any wrestling?
Well, I watched Raw, but I won't say anything because I want to.
Well, you can chime in.
Well, I want to see how you make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
If they would have stayed in AEW, maybe we could have had Edge and Christian in this too. You could have one last TLC match. Edge, Christian, Hardys, and Team 3D.
Well, then you could see. Well, then you could see a six-way retirement.
I would just feel bad for Christian. I'm like, this guy's still really good. And he's stuck in this shit again. All right, so we want to get to the Raw report.
So I guess you don't want to stay up late. So we did some TNA. Okay, I'll just get rid of that.
Oh yeah, if there's anything else, that's fine.
No. Well, I guess. Okay, I better close that. Okay, there we go. I'll do my own fucking injure. Okay, let's hear the Raw report. Raw report comes to you from Houston, Texas Sanitarium Center. After our 2 hours, a 2-hour wait, let's get to the Raw. So the show starts with
Raw report. Man, we look really young there. I don't think it was that long ago, was it? We all aged a lot.
Yeah. CM Punk comes out. It's great to be alive on a Monday night in Houston, Texas. And so he talks about he's now going to focus on becoming the world champion. That was one of his goals. He said he won the gauntlet match, and now he's going to take on Gunther. He actually puts Gunther over as one of the best wrestlers in the world.
Did Steven freeze? He was totally fine before. Then
Gunther's music hits.
There we go. And he's gone again.
Oh, it's so good.
Are you there, Steven? I think someone put a Raw report like a ban on the show or something. It's like a Raw report blocker. Yeah, it's very true. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Pretty wild. He went out there, did that final show just like three weeks ago, and then passed away.
Yeah, it was kind of.
No.
So, am I back now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Oh, I think, is it StreamYard or is it my internet service that's doing this?
Yeah, it's probably the internet.
I'm sorry. I've been having problems. So, oh yeah, rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, WrestleMania 2. So Gunther comes out.
Gunther!
And the crowd gives him the "You tapped out" chants again, but he and Punk have a quick back and forth, but no physical activity. I think they just looked at each other, and then Gunther dropped his mic, and then he just walked out. So then we get a backstage segment. Mr. Charisma himself, Byron Saxton, is back on TV. He's interviewing Stephanie Vaquer. Have I frozen again?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. So Byron Saxton, remember him? He's interviewing Stephanie Vaquer. Putting a promo on Chelsea Green. When Naomi walks up, so she's gonna challenge for the women's world title match against Naomi. And Chelsea, I mean Naomi is better as a heel. I think she's really good. I think she's really starting to win me over. Coming back from the commercial break, we get yet another a rematch of Sheamus versus Rusev. And this one went through a couple of commercial breaks. And this time it was Sheamus who hit the brogue kick and pinned Rusev. So it's been a month, over a couple of months that Rusev has come back, and he has just been losing. He win a match, lose a match. So Byron is back, and this time he's with El Grande Americano, and El Grande Americano actually cuts a promo, but you can barely understand what it is he's saying when he's interrupted by Dragon Lee, who I guess he wants to make a match between these two, or he wants to unmask him or whatever. Coming back from the commercial break, Adam Pearce, first time we're seeing Adam Pearce in the night, and he says that Lyra Valkyria wants a tag team title match or Bailey and Lyra Valkyria get a tag team title match against Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. But before that, we get a number one contenders match for the WWE men's tag team titles. The New Day takes on Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro versus the Creed brothers. And now, of these three teams, yes, the New Day really don't need another title match. The LWO, sorry, I'm all for the Creeds getting a push in this, but unfortunately, no. It was the LWO, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro pull out the win, so they get a tag team title match at some point in the future. Backstage, the Kabuki Warriors and Io Sky, and Io Sky is basically encouraging her friends to get win the tag team titles. So, and coming back from the commercial break, Dominic Mysterio and Adam Pearce. So this is the beginning of Adam Pearce basically wants Dominic Mysterio to go to medical and get cleared. He's no longer buying that Dominic's got his doctor's note and that he can't wrestle and defend the Intercontinental title against AJ Styles. And we get AJ Styles is he's doing comedy now. He's like playing a janitor, mopping the floor behind Dominic. So yeah. So then Becky Lynch. So another one of these segments. Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. How many weeks is this? How many months is this of just the same thing over and over again of Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria cutting promos on each other or getting into fights? And anyway, coming back from the commercial break, women's tag team title match. Bailey and Lyra Valkyria taking on Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. This one was pretty good. The girls, I thought they were putting on a good back and forth match on this one. Bailey, I think at one point she hit her finisher, but couldn't get the job done. And one thing about this is, and I noticed this, and I was looking for it at the end of the previous segment with Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. I was watching Becky.
Wow. What was he watching Becky doing? I'm on the edge of my seat.
Becky's not back in 2 minutes, I'll tell you. Oh, there we go.
What's that?
I said if you weren't back in 2 minutes, I was going to tell what Becky did. So.
You froze right up when you said you saw Becky doing something earlier.
So Becky comes back and it's so quick. I think she grabbed Lyra Valkyria and caused the disqualification. That's not right. She grabbed Lyra and threw her into the ring steps and took her out of the match. And Bayley was in the ring, I think. Yeah. So Bayley was in the ring by herself, and Raquel hit the Tiana bomb, her finisher, and pinned her. And I thought Bayley looked pissed. After the match because they lost the match, and Lyra was nowhere to be found. So coming back from the commercial break, Dominic is once again another backstage segment. Only this time he's with the other Judgment Day guys, JD and Finn Balor. He still hasn't seen the doctor yet. And then we get another rematch, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. And a couple of surprising things in this match. One, Karrion Kross gets another match on Monday Night Raw. And two, surprise, surprise, Karrion Kross wins a match.
Damn.
So, when's the last time Karrion Kross won a match on WWE television?
I don't know. Before he was a gladiator.
Probably when he beat Jeff Hardy. When Jeff Hardy was still in WWE. So Scarlett tossed in Karrion Kross's lead pipe, and afterwards, so he tossed in the lead pipe, and then Karrion Kross behind the referee's back hit Sami Zayn in his injured ribs with the lead pipe, got rid of the pipe, pinned Sami Zayn. So then backstage, I think Adam Pearce finally had it with Dominic Mysterio, and I think he was going to basically haul Dominic's ass into the medical room. So then we get a women's match, Stephanie Vaquer taking on Io Sky. And this was the one. This was the disqualification one. So these girls are having a good match, good babyface versus babyface match. When Purvis and Chelsea Green come into the ring and cause the disqualification, and Io Sky. I mean, they basically beat up both girls, but then Io Sky comes back. And she helps out Stephanie Vaquer, and they take out the Secret Hervas and Chelsea Green. So Chelsea. So Chelsea, I think Chelsea got beat up again. Because Rhea Ripley. So they were beating up the two baby faces 3 against 2 when Rhea Ripley helped out, and So coming back from the commercial break, so then we get what remains of Seth Rollins' faction, Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. So this is the main event segment of the show, was actually the return of Roman Reigns.
Wow.
But first, this was the main event segment. So Heyman, I think he was the first one to tag. There's already loud chants from the crowd for Roman Reigns, or OTC, the original tribal chief. And then I think Yeah, hey, Roman took his sweet time coming down to the ring, and so Heyman is the first to talk. He tries to talk at first. He says, "No, I don't want to be disrespectful," but I think the crowd in Texas was drowning him out, and so he had to. Yeah, I think he had to start again. And then he said to Roman Reigns, "Deep, deep in my heart, we are far better together than opposing each other." I think he told him, "You'll always be my family because I love you, my tribal chief." And then and Roman silenced him with putting his finger in the air, and then he just grabs the microphone and says, "What were you talking about?" Or he's asking the fans, "What was he talking about?" A few years ago, Heyman, asked him if, asked him to lead. He was his wise man, but Heyman's not a wise man anymore. He's just a dumbass. And Braun Breaker, throughout this whole thing, Braun Breaker wanted to fight Roman Reigns. From the moment Reigns got in the ring, Braun Breaker wanted to attack him, but he was being held back. And Braun,
which would have been a whole lot more entertaining than this whole thing was.
Well, yeah, I mean, like anytime you have a main event segment that's not wrestling, and especially a main event segment where they're just talking, it's not very good. Even if you have Roman Reigns, your main event guy, this dragged on for too long. Finally, she just cut to the chase here because step in the ring. They just kept going on. Raymond said they were.
Vic told me he loved this segment.
Fucking greatest wrestling segment he's ever seen.
Used to be friends, a family, a business partner. Roman said he made him part of the family. Yeah, blah 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 blah. If you just cut to the chase,
There was a lot of talking. There was
just so much talking. I can't remember all this stuff.
Isn't it weird that they sell out so much? And there's like, it would be weird to like, man, I really got to get my ticket to go, watch these guys talk in the ring.
To me, it was stupid because Roman said something like, "You were a member of my family and you threw it all away for a best friend." And it's like, well, that makes Roman look a bit like an a-hole saying something like that. You got a segment where nobody comes across as likable, then you get what you got.
So yeah, eventually it breaks down into a fight, and then Jey Uso comes out, and Jey Uso and Roman Reigns basically fight off these two guys, and they're the ones that are in the ring, whereas all the heels take a powder and go up the rampway. But yeah, like even though this is like
what
are you doing, boy? So what did you think of this final segment, Vic?
Well, I mean, the whole thing is to set up a tag match at SummerSlam of Jey Uso and Roman against Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Lee. That was the whole purpose.
Yeah.
So, which I'm not super excited about.
Yeah,
nothing at stake.
Nothing about SummerSlam is just
A
like.
tale of two Stevens.
I mean, the
One-
whole show looks. Oh, there's Steven Part 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've got to admit, another thumbs down about 2 weeks in a row. And this
But
was
what did
worse.
the other you think?
This was worse than last week. Last week was pretty bad, but this was even worse. At least CM Punk, at least we had like CM Punk last week.
Oh.
But I'm sorry, but I mean, I really don't like Roman Reigns taking his sweet time coming to the ring. I really didn't like all these guys just talking. If you were gonna have a main event segment with Roman Reigns, like have him have a squash match against somebody or do something else. If you're gonna have him talk, have him start the show doing this, and then at least that's out of the way, and you can have an actual wrestling match in the main event. Like, I don't get it. Like, and was this the go home show, or is there one more
No,
Raw?
there's one more, but I
One
mean
more Raw.
that's pretty. Next Monday is the go home show for SummerSlam, and they're nowhere near where they need to be. And I don't know how they get there at this point.
Well, so it's 2 nights too, and it's a 2-night.
Oh yeah, it's double nights this year. They're doing.
Yeah.
So
they're gonna start doing 3 nights at WrestleMania because it's the main show. They'd be like, well, we got 2 nights of Rumble, because they'll go to 2 nights of Rumble too, I bet, eventually. And then they'll have to make WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
You can't have 2 Rumble and SummerSlam being 2 and Rumble and WrestleMania only being 2.
Well, technically, I mean, if you include the NXT shows that they always have, it is already 3 nights or 3 events.
It's WrestleMania week.
Yeah, and
7
WrestleMania.
nights at WrestleMania.
There's usually an NXT show and they're on the same time. So, yeah.
It'll be like Noah's Ark. There'll be 30 days and nights of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Fair wrestling fans off 2x2.
Yeah, they put 2 of every wrestler in the ring.
See if any of us will fuck one another.
They'll have.
There's TNA's next idea, the Noah's Ark match.
Do they still do like really crazy stuff like the reverse battle royal? And... Probably not since Russo's not there anymore.
In all of that, Stevie, you left out one thing, and that was the announcement that A-Town Down is no more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I guess this was like an off-screen breakup.
Yeah.
No, is Austin Theory hurt? I haven't heard anything about him being hurt or anything. Or is they're just breaking up? Or is he?
Well, they've been teasing it for months. And now, it looks like Grayson Waller's going to be part of the New Day, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
It not to be mean, but is there one single fan of that team, Theory and Grayson? Like, is there anybody like, man, I really love this team?
Yeah.
And who do you think the Shawn Michaels of Grayson Waller and Theory will be?
Well, I think Vince wanted it to be Austin.
Yeah,
Theory.
boy, he's one guy that's really fallen since Vince left.
Yeah, Vince loved him some Austin Theory.
Yeah.
I don't really know why, because like he he's whatever, but he doesn't really stand out in anything at all. I don't think he sucks or anything. He's just kind of like a guy,
Either him or Waller should have been El Grande Americano, because I'd rather see Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Those are 2 guys you just could put under a mask, and they really don't have anything going for them. So,
yeah.
Well, thank you for the Raw report, Stevie.
Thank you.
Robert Turman here. Hello, Robert. He's normally Without Your Head guy. This is In Your Head, where we talk about the wrestling. If you guys want to join in. Anything on your mind, Goosey, before we go to the Headyverse questions?
I'm not WrestleMania or not SummerSlam. That's how disinterested I am. I can't even get the event right. I mean,
I really didn't even know it was coming up, to be honest.
Cody's beating Cena. We all know it. I mean,
did the Ron Killings return ever go anywhere?
No, he did a match with Cena. He hasn't been on TV.
He came back, changed his head, and he had this huge, like, I watched that because I was actually, that's something I wanted to watch. And I was like, hot damn, I think they have like a superstar run here in Ron Killings. He came off like a giant star. And then I don't think he's done anything since. I don't get it.
It looks like there might be building toward a match with him and Aleister Black at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
who the hell wants to see
Killings
that?
interfered in Aleister Black's match. I forget what it was for now, but he got mad, so he interfered in his match. I
really think they should have just put the belt on him. You could have even just did it for a couple weeks and seen him win it back and then lose it to Cody or whatever. I think he was that hot. You could have got something out of it.
Well, keep in mind that they had the Wyatt Six were off TV for a long time. And then they brought them back and put the tag team titles on them. So, like,
yeah, but I mean, the tag belts in WWE. What does that really mean?
Here's another name, Ray Phoenix. They brought him in. He had 2 matches, and then he isn't on TV in like a month.
Yeah, man, he's a guy that was better off in AEW. I would say.
Stuck him with Andrade.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Like they don't have him. They don't have him and his brothers a team. So it's like, let's make you in another team with some other guy, like
another Mexican guy for no reason.
Yeah, these are the 2 like guys that left AEW to come here. We don't know what to do with them. We'll just throw them in a team. Maybe they could be the tag champs on Speed.
Yet another belt. Yeah.
They could put that on TikTok or something.
The TikTok titles.
I mean, and what I don't understand is with SummerSlam about to go in the tank, they're putting The Undertaker and Santino Marella on NXT. They were on the NXT show this week.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the heck?
Undertaker's going back to wrestling school.
Undertaker's going to face Trick Williams.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is what's doing it. They pile driver. Can you
read that Layla Hirsch is, well, cool for her, I guess. Let's see here. Nakia wants to know, Scott D'Amore thinks the Young Bucks could one day leave AEW and join WWE to have a WrestleMania moment.
No.
I don't really see it happening, but
no.
Mike Santana explains why he left AEW, saying he felt like he was at one point where he wasn't growing anymore. He added that he requested his release multiple times before it was finally granted. Thoughts? I'll say good for him. I honestly thought he was the guy from the team that really had no shot of being a single star. And I don't think I've seen Ortiz do anything since. And Santana, from what I understand, I haven't really watched TNA, but has been doing well for himself. So good for him. I liked Ortiz a lot. I liked him as a team, but I don't know why Ortiz is. I don't know if he's hurt or he's just another guy they don't use at all. How did Hangman Page win the AEW title? He hangs someone. Never say old hanger doesn't live up to his name. Randy Orton isn't really a snake. Cody Rhodes doesn't actually come into your dreams and tell you America will disappoint you greatly. But Adam Page will hang you. Fair point, Nikki. Bret Hart never really shot anybody as far as I know.
Yeah.
There was a guy back in the territory days called the Hangman, and he would walk to the ring with a noose
Uh-huh.
I remember that.
That'd probably be
Good news.
Coming to the ring, Lyncher McGee.
that'd be probably frowned upon modern society.
Yeah. To be completely honest, with you, there was a time when I thought I was never going back to AEW. It just felt like things were heading in that direction. That's not what I wanted. And fortunately, it's not what they wanted. We worked it out, and I'm happy to be back. Scorpio Sky. We'll see. I don't know. I'm always excited. The last few times he came back, I was kind of excited, and then it went absolutely nowhere. So we'll see. I still haven't even seen him, I don't think. 11 years ago today, TNA Impact Wrestling brought back the six-sided ring. Oh, this was just brought up about the six-sided ring. After Hogan and Bischoff had taken away, it stuck around for about 4 years until it was permanently retired in 2018. Any memories? Just to reiterate, what I personally feel about it is it really made no difference once the show started. Like, the show could be good or bad. It had nothing to do with how many sides of the ring had, for me. Does anyone have any take on this 8-sided or 6-sided ring?
I take no side on the side.
Bully came out after the match. I will say I did think 6 sides of steel looked cool. The cage looked cool with 6 sides of it. Bully Ray came out after the Hardy Boys. We went over this one. WWE is 50 times better now than it was in 2005. Where they just fed you endless shit of untrained steroid freaks from OVW. I would say a lot of the OVW guys are a lot better, in my opinion, than what we have today. But so if you don't think TNA had a place in wrestling back in the day, imagine seeing Daniels versus Joe. Oh yeah, no, that was sweet. TNA was in the beginning of days of TNA, like it had a good following. There was there was great stuff in there. AJ. I think really up until, Hogan and Bischoff came in. They really
Hogan came.
Yeah. Then you got like a washed up Val Venus and like the Nasty Boys.
Nasty Boys came in. Mr. Anderson.
And I think Anderson, like, he was just. I don't think he was in a good place at that time. But I think that's not a bad guy to bring in at that point. But. I mean, he's not like, he was still a young guy. He wasn't like in his 40s like those other dudes. When I looked at the TNA card last week, my thoughts are if you ain't an ex-WWE guy, you are working for the developmental league or actively looking to work there as soon as your contract is done. Not much of a future in this business model, but fuck it, it's better than Impact Zone, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. And I haven't watched the show, to be honest, but it does feel like everyone. It's one thing if you have a big star from the WWE show come in and beat somebody, but like when you're like guys that are fighting for the world champ or getting beat by their guys in developmental, it's not a good look. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, you're gonna be big for a hot minute like Nick Nemeth. I mean, they put the world title on him, but now he's back. He's in the tag team division with his brother, and so he's
This would have been like in the early 2000s if WWE was working with a promotion, like they sent like Doug Basham in or the Damager, and like they just start beating your world champ or something. It'd be pretty bad. Let's see. 15 years ago today, Dixie Carter granted Tommy Dreamer full control to run an ECW reunion show, Impact Zone. We're going extreme. They would turn TNA Hard Justice into Hardcore Justice with the tagline, The Last Stand. Any memories?
I think I saw that movie.
I actually thought that was actually a pretty good show. I remember watching it. But I've always had a soft spot for ECW. Even at that time, though, it had been done to death.
Yeah.
Deadman said it's that pay-per-view was ass. Maybe it was. I don't know. I know we did a review of it. I'd have to go back and listen. Maybe I hated it. I don't know. I'm going to Cork in Ireland Friday. What's that mean? Have you
Cork
been? Yeah, Cork.
Oh, I thought he said Cork. I was like, what the you doing again?
I've never been to Ireland. I don't know what to do there. Drink, I guess.
Oh.
Eat potatoes and drink. I don't know. Kiss the Blarney Stone. I don't know. On this day in WWE 25 years ago on Thunder, Lance Storm renames the prestigious U.S. title the Canadian Heavyweight Championship. And I do remember that quite a bit. Lance Storm really started really hot in WCW and won 3 titles and really over. And then like a lot of people, you only go so far, then they kind of bury you.
Mm-hmm.
13 years ago today, Sam Shaw, Dexter Loomis, was introduced to the TNA Impact Wrestling audience as competitor for Gut Check. Wow, I didn't know that. And then he's been around a long time, huh? It's weird. These guys, you think of them as trainees or something. They've been around forever. Been around 13 years. He's still training. The Aces and Eights came out and attacked and ruined his moment. I have no memory of this ever happening. Jurassic Park 3 premiered in theaters 24 years ago today. I enjoyed this film. Did you? I don't know. I mean, the original one is a great movie. I don't really remember thinking any of the sequels were particularly good. I think they're all fine, I guess. I watched the 96 film The Rock for the first time, starring Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris, and Sean Connery. Have you seen it? I loved it. Yeah,
I loved it too. It was great.
Mighty Lexar with breaking news. Sheamus is from Ireland. Whoa! Yeah! Hell yeah! Happy birthday, by the way, Lexar. I think it was his birthday yesterday.
It was.
Yeah, birthday week with Lexar.
Did you buy him anything?
No. I wouldn't know how to get on a jail-free card in real life.
If you ever use that. Lexar, if you ever come to Toronto, I'll take you to the strip club.
Whoa! His mind just exploded. That's not all that exploded. You have to change his underwear.
Well, we've got some fine establishments on Yonge Street. I'm sure he'd enjoy it.
I didn't know Stevie was such a pervert over here.
But they got to keep their panties on, I think, in Canada.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You mean Lexar or the stripper?
Oh, Lexar should too. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Grayson Waller has just confirmed A-Town Down are done. What are your favorite memories of A-Town Down?
That was
it. That may be it.
Nasty Near World Order here from Nate G. Do they have any mozzarella? Oh, Dave Dedman says the mozzarella sticks are free. Damn. I thought they'd have poutine at the strip clubs in Toronto. I've been doing a lot of interviews this week for Fantasia Fest in Montreal. I could go, but I never have. Maybe I'll go next year. Jim Ross. I've never watched one episode of WWE Raw since it moved to Netflix. I don't think people in wrestling should brag about that kind of stuff. I think it's a bad look. Even if he didn't, I just keep that to myself. Did you see Undertaker on NXT? The Undertaker's a massive mark, and the trick stuff was awful. But it's different to NXT burying the revival or whatever. Modern WWE fans actually see it as a rub. Yeah, they try to tell you everything's a rub. The guys get totally decimated. It's a big rub. Joe Hendry got a big rub by going out there and getting squashed by Randy Orton. Now he's a giant superstar.
Jeez. International strippers.
Are there international strippers? What? You only want Canadian, homegrown Canadian strippers, or what?
Fake names, yes, they are.
Disturbing imagery.
What do you want? Like a girl from Nigeria, Lexar?
Yeah, why would you have to go to Canada for that? WWE reached out to Layla Hirsch about potential tryout with the company as a referee. It's just very bizarre. Like, it's just, why? I don't get it. Seems almost insulting. They're like, hey, you want to come here? We want you to be, we want you to be the timekeeper. We think you'd really be good at ringing the bell. We watch some of your matches, and we want to hire you as a ref.
We're pretty sure you can count to 3.
According to John Alba, multiple TNA sources relayed that the former WWE champion AJ Styles was originally slated to be involved in a segment with Frankie Kazarian. The plans shifted just hours before the event. TNA sources believe WWE may have influenced the decision, as the company didn't want to suggest a future Styles match in TNA that wouldn't come to fruition, especially since no main event roster WWE stars have wrestled in TNA during the ongoing partnership. I don't know, sounds pretty lame.
TNA is being treated like a bitch in this whole.
I agree 100%.
The men's championship is on NXT now. The women's championship is on NXT. And you just talked about what happened to Joe Hendry.
Yeah, you get beat in the shortest match of WrestleMania. And it's never been seen since on any WWE show of any kind. TNA Wrestling has officially announced that Bound for Glory 2025 will take place at the Tsongas Center in Lowell, Mass. Huh. I'll have to look into tickets for that.
Yeah. Go watch the Dudleys versus the Hardys in a TLC match.
See it live.
Oh, you know damn well it's going to be a TLC.
I hope APA runs in.
Yeah. I want the food. Hell yeah.
Well, JBL was there.
Yeah. Ron Simmons could just walk in and go, damn, and WWE sues him. Let's see here. I wonder how much tickets are. Are they like WWE price or like $7,000 a ticket or something?
I thought I saw they were charging like $2,000 for ringside seats for Slam. Like what?
That's
Who
crazy.
the fuck do you think you are for $2,000?
That was from Nikhil. Thanks. Troy sent in highlights here from New Japan G1 Climax Night 4 results. Let's see. Gabe Kidd forfeited a second match in a row with knee injury, giving Shingo Takagi his first 2 points of the tournament. Shoto Umino defeated Zack Sabre Jr. Red Narita defeated ELP. Kensoka Takeshita defeated the Great Okan. Yoshihashi defeated Drilla Maloney. Hiroshi Tana, and then the rest were just matches on the show, but those were the ones from the actual tournament. Lexar, WWE has a deal with Fandango to air WWE SummerSlam in theaters nationwide. Are you intrigued? The guy that danced?
Yeah, the wrestler.
JDC.
I always thought it would be fun to go see. I've never done that because I know AEW used to do it when they were on the first few years. I do think the idea is fun to go to a theater and watch a wrestling show. I've never done it, but I think it sounds fun.
WWE and IMAX.
Yeah, I think it would be a good time.
Hello. Get
some popcorn. Thoughts on TNA Anniversary pay-per-view? We talked about earlier. Lex, our former WWE superstar Corey Jade, is taking time off from wrestling. I said she's mentally exhausted, but I saw she's making like a fortune on OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's making more than any woman's wrestler in WWE I haven't seen.
So I mean, why take bumps? And it's not like she's doing hardcore pornography or something.
Yeah,
Pictures.
Here's a boob. Give me $1 million.
Yeah. And you're not like tearing your body down. So why not?
Oh.
Brian Matthew Clutter, are you a little hurt that Intra didn't ask you to be his date at the Fantastic Four red carpet premiere? I am. I would have showed him who's Mr. Fantastic and what can stretch on Jackie Jones. Booyah! And get hard as rock like the Thing. Get his blood burning like fire like the Human Torch. But instead, he disappeared like the Invisible Girl. Lexar, AEW announced that Wrestle Dream will take place in St. Louis in October 18th. Are you intrigued? Okay. Like,
if I lived in St. Louis, I would.
Yeah, well, I don't. Are we like big St. Louis marks or something? I don't know. Lexar, WCWG. Oh, this is terrible news. Buff Bagwell had his leg amputated. He's really upbeat about it. He did a video saying that he watched videos of people running with the prosthetic leg, and his dream is to get back in the ring, which I don't know about at his age to get back in the ring with one leg, but I'm glad that he's keeping a positive attitude about it. That's really a shame. I never thought something like that would be happening to Buff.
Yeah, if Zach Gowen can't do it, we can do it. Why can't Buff?
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't like lose his leg in his 50s or something. WCW story. That one. Rapper Travis Scott says he's officially done with doing anything with the WWE.
They're done with him too, I think. What I've read.
Yeah, but now we get Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll.
Give him some props. Look at the kind of shape he's gotten himself.
He has lost a lot of weight, yeah.
I hate that old term for vagina.
Are you a big Jelly Roll fan, Ludite? You listen to a lot of Jelly Roll tunes?
If it's vagina, sure. I don't know the singer.
He's got a lot of facial tattoos.
He looks like a vagina.
Man, Ludite's really got the vagina on the brain here.
No, it's an old slang term for vagina. That's where it comes from.
Lexar, John Cena says that there's a possibility of facing The Rock in his final WWE match. Are you intrigued?
Yes, that's what I said his final match should be.
Yeah.
I mean, should it be, though? Like, then you just have two guys that will never wrestle anybody else, like in their final match.
Versus The Rock in Saudi Arabia.
If Cena wins, he gets his soul back, I guess. Right?
Soul on a pole match.
Soul on a pole. Yeah. Vince Russo is booking this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say if that happens, like when Russo, they rehired Russo. I saw that promotion that Bischoff and Hogan have, like at the collegiate wrestling thing, like it's gonna be on like some like Fox News channel, like not even regular Fox. It's like a Fox News like app or something. I'm like, why would it be on that? Like,
was Kurt Angle on commentary?
They're all bodies. That's why. They're big orange bodies.
What's up, Dustin? Yeah, he's in the red light
Jackie
district.
Jones. Jackie Jones.
Jack. I should have played that song to open the show.
Come on, let's hear it.
Jackie Jones. I have it on here. I could play it.
That's the only thing I want to hear.
I know it. Oh, here we go.
Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie Jones, Jackie
That's a good tune.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Dave wants to know if you're on Mars.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
Driving on Mars.
I'm trying to be on Mars. I'm gonna work on this whole thing. This song is better. You read that. Sorry.
This song is better than 85% of all intros in WWE and AEW. Well, thank you. That's my
agree.
vocals, and I made the video. The music's by my friend Tyler. It's real music. It's not AI music.
That's Jack. He's a one-man show.
Lyrical genius, many have called me. I wrote that whole song myself. All the lyrics in the song.
Wait. Are you sure?
I'm very positive.
Okay.
How'd you come up with writing Jackie Jones with Jackie Jones?
I can't reveal. An artist can't reveal, even if I wanted to. It's like it's a part. It's deep in my soul. It's not something I can explain. It's just something that I do.
As a fellow artist,
that's a great answer.
Jackie Jones and Jackie Jones. I mean, it's right there. But
yeah, exactly, it's so simple. It's genius.
Yeah,
I can't figure out how to not be red.
Dustin, is there life on Mars?
I hope so.
Even mommy says yes. So
I really do hope so.
Yeah, I hope there's some life out there.
Why I'm so red? To be honest with
you. You're the Red Hulk.
But hold on. But Inchman's not here.
No, he's still not here.
So I'm the real Inchman.
You are. I think you've taken over. The real Inchman. Inch Daddy.
Inch Daddy. Yeah. Holy shit. I heard there was going to be a rubber part.
And Jim Cornette in a bloody suit, he's far behind.
I think Incher will be back next week, as far as I know.
Yeah? Is he okay?
Oh, yeah. He's off getting it on.
Oh, is he doing the whodunit?
Mm-hmm.
Big shit bone.
Let's see here. Where are we?
I love you, brother. I heard you were head over heels because you ain't got nothing to worry about.
I would say I got nothing to worry about, but I'm good.
I mean, when you're a legend,
why did I think
you are
when you're a lesbian?
You are a legend. You ain't got nothing to worry about. That's
Lexar wants to know.
You're retired, brother.
Did Incher went to a antique roadshow convention?
What the fuck was that?
Repeat that.
Read with Lexar.
It's Shark Week. I should have got Shark Boy on the show.
Oh my god! For real?
I don't know.
Can we count the Shark Weeks? Or sorry, not the Shark Week.
Favorite shark?
Can we shout
the Shark Week?
Yeah, can we count the motherfuckers that played Shark Boy?
Oh, I should have wore a Jaws shirt.
I have one.
I have a few. I actually wore one today on my walk.
Let's count how many people did the Shark Boy.
Who should we honor on Shark Week? Shark Boy or the Shark? John Tenta.
Oh, that's true.
John Tenta.
Yeah,
I am not a fish.
Go Tenta, because I was gonna say, you know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say bitch. I was gonna say bitch McGee.
Lexar wants to know WWE superstar Omos recently signed a new deal with the company. Are you intrigued? Nope.
Intrigued by what?
That Omos. I mean, he's got to be one of the worst Giants I've ever seen.
I'm intrigued at what they're going to do with him. I mean,
he's got he has no charisma, whatsoever. Honestly, Great Khali had more presence in this.
Ooh, Great Khali, yes, bring him back. Big fan, actually.
Yeah, I was a fan too.
Is that crazy for me to say big fan?
I liked him. I remember on their old.
No, but for me,
I was. Oh yeah,
big fan of that. Big fan of the large guy.
Dusty says that TNA ain't worth shit. Do you think I should sell my TNA ring canvas?
Yes.
Wow.
I should sell it.
Well, after he bought it, he literally just threw it on his floor
Anything.
with his crumpled tissues on.
Hey, Jack, can I say that's never going to be worth anything?
I don't know. How much you think you could get for a TNA ring canvas?
Nothing. Nothing. Hold on. Okay, so your brother was talking about how he went to the Japan wrestling, and I think that happened what was that, like tonight or yesterday?
He watches it.
I think it might have been yesterday.
That
was better wrestling than anything I've ever seen tonight.
Here's a Jordan Gray signed ring canvas, $35.
Okay. What do we know with that?
That's just a piece of one, I guess. I'm not seeing any actually like ring used canvases here.
No one wants that shit, Jack.
Lexar does.
No, but he don't even want it either. He don't want it.
Didn't he spend like $500 on it?
I don't think he spent any dollars.
How much did you pay for it, Lexar? I think he went and got a bank loan to buy it.
1995.
No, I don't want to buy it.
$20.
I'm not going to buy it. What the hell am I going to do?
Yeah, I do. I want to buy it.
Dusty wants to buy it.
I want to buy it, brother.
Which game show has a better theme? Well, if you ask which has a better theme song, you have to give at least two like examples. You can't just say which has the better. You'd have to say which has the best.
Family Feud.
Play the feud. I mean, the Jeopardy, and it's not necessarily the theme, but the Jeopardy song that plays during Final Jeopardy is pretty good.
Patch game. Yeah.
I think when I think theme songs, I think more of like sitcoms than I think a game show.
I'm driving now.
That's a small wonder.
Was that a knock on Dustin?
No.
Oh.
Is it? Oh.
I'm driving now.
Which was a better movie, the new Jurassic World or the new Superman? Superman by a mile.
100% Superman.
Yeah.
And I ain't even seen it yet.
Yeah.
I'm a fake fan.
I know it was the best Superman since 1980 Superman 2.
No, yeah. That was kind of crazy hearing you talk about how awesome it was.
Yeah, it was really good. I honestly
love that.
Yeah, look, he paid almost $800 for it.
Really?
Whoa.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Whoa.
He saved up all his SSI money to buy an $800 canvas.
For what?
Lexar, do you know how many trips to the strip club you could have made with $800?
Oh wow!
Good Lord, man.
Hey, Toronto Steve, tell him what's up.
You could have bought like you
could have just bought anything.
Like a wrestling seat behind like a pole with obstructed view to like a WWE house show for that.
You could have bought
could have just gave it to me.
You could have bought a Vince McMahon post.
You could have donated. You look at all the super chats you could have made to In Your Head.
You could have went crazy on the In Your Heads post. Give me some monies.
Well, Lexar, do you like it? Are you enjoying? What do you do with it? Call in and tell us.
Tell us what you're doing.
Do you literally just have it on your floor that you walk on? Doesn't he like throw his used tissues on it?
No, he calls his mother and he says, "Do we have the TNA channel?"
Yeah, do you jack off on the?
I don't have the TNA channel.
Well, you don't have a smart TV.
I never heard of a TNA channel.
Yeah, see, you could have been playing with interest some Switch 2.
Mighty Lexar. Jack?
Yes.
Run this shit. I'm fucking I'm just
let's
here to
see.
hang out.
Do you think about and try to find your ex-girlfriends?
No, what is this?
Is this like
this
Love
only
Line or
Lex Hard
something?
questions?
Yeah.
God damn it. All right, let's do it. Can we do something else?
We're almost done. Shower or bubble bath?
What the fuck?
I can't remember the last time I took a bath.
Hey, Jack.
Maybe when I was 8 years old, I think.
Yeah, I was a little kid.
Surrounded you in the bubble bath.
No, I take that back. On my honeymoon, we went to a place that
Oh,
had a hot tub. No, we went to a place that had a hot tub, and we put bubble bath in it. They almost kicked us out. They said
What kind of hoo-hoo
we
in the hot
screwed
tub
up
y'all doing?
their mechanism or something.
Whoa, you guys are wild.
mechanism?
Fucking hell yeah.
I guess I had like a sponge bath when I was in the hospital. That's not really
One time Jack tried to show me a sponge bath.
I was in the hot tub with Jason Mitten.
Jack, I'd let you put me in a sponge bath. Well, hold on, but don't let your co-host be there. I don't want it to be too. You know what I mean? Like if he finds out I'm there, he's gonna be mad.
He refused to get in the hot tub with us.
Oh, we'll be in the hot tub though. See, so instantly there's a lot of problems.
Hot tub's a good time.
God damn it, I love the hot tub. And I want to shout out, goddamn Troy.
Troy's a good man.
I think he was watching what's it called, the Japanese, the show
New Japan.
Yeah, the show was
just
happening.
called the Japanese. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was it called, the Japanese show? The
G1 tournament.
Mm-hmm. So at least I know what I'm talking about. Bitch. Right? Yeah, but
go
ahead.
What the hell? I wrestle tape dispensers on the canvas.
I did.
What? Are you mental? Are you mental or something?
Oh yeah, I am.
No, think about this, Dusty. Lexar, a grown man.
He's not a grown man. He's not a grown man.
He's wrestling like some
not a grown man.
Scotch tape.
Let's just talk about that first. He's not a grown man.
Oh, man.
How do you wrestle tape?
He's not a grown man, first off. He's not a grown man. And now let's talk about it.
Oh my god.
I'm
He's
just
got to
serious.
come on the air and explain this. I'm calling
serious,
him
man.
out.
He gives it power bombs and body slams and suplexes.
Whatever, dude. You would never come on this show and fucking slam me, bitch.
Oh, stick to it.
Do you think
And
he
if you
ever
want
gives
to, I'm here.
Lexar, you'll never get
You
a
think
fork.
his mom walks in? She's like, "What are you doing, Lexar?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just giving this tape.
I'm just watching
dispenser-
TNA.
I'm giving this tape dispenser the stink face."
Oh, yeah, it's that, or he's like, well, I was watching some TNA interviews. What the fuck?
He thought he wasn't watching the view.
I don't know. I just know this guy talking about. Sorry, some what's it called? TNA interviews. I don't give a fuck about this guy. I want to talk shit about him because I don't think he's worth the fuck. I really don't. I think he's a piece of shit. But I know that, in your head, they want him to be around. That's fine.
Here was me and Jason in the hot tub.
There you go. Oh, nice.
Hot tub.
Who the hell's the fucking hell yeah?
Just some guy
very
he's
nice.
walking around behind us. That's his friend Jeff.
Jack.
Back to the home
Jack.
after that.
Oh, sorry. Can I call you Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you are Jack. Fucking hell, dude. Dude, I kind of get spin out sometimes.
No, really?
Oh yeah, because I love the fucking horror show.
We'll be live tomorrow. Me and Troy should be back on. I think AJ will be back on. And we've got some guests from a horror movie series on Screenbox. And then Bill Wheaton will be on with us.
Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, I have really good fucking correspondence with that guy.
Yeah, AJ's great.
I think me and him, oh yeah, we're gonna be able to do some stuff. That's all I'm gonna say.
I can't find. There's pictures of Jason sucking on toes in the hot tub. I can't find them.
Oh yeah, Jason sucking on toes.
Well, we don't want you to
I'll
get
have to put them on my
demonetized, so let's give up on that.
All right, we'll save those for the OnlyFans.
So I was gonna do a Raw report, if you don't mind.
Oh, we already did the Raw report.
No, I was gonna do a better one.
The dueling Raw reports. I like this idea. Nate Jeet says, Lexar, come on the show and show us your wrestling moves.
Yeah, I agree.
Do it. Do it. Do it, bitch. Man up.
Bitch.
Don't be a bitch. Reach down, grab those balls, prove you have some testicles, and call in like a man. And then prove
Like a
you're a
man.
man by wrestling on your floor on that ring canvas with a tape dispenser.
And if you're the coolest guy, be cool.
Yeah. I want to see Lexar give the tape dispenser a Canadian destroyer off his bed.
I want to see that too. I want to say anything. I want to say anything that says the Shribbles. Oh, sorry.
Just go
What was
get
that?
it. Enough excuses.
Okay.
Don't be a bitch. Just get it.
Yeah, let's see it.
Damn.
Let's rock.
Lex Edwards said, what's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
None. Mountain Dew sucks.
Shivani said none of it.
Code Red's awesome.
It's all awful.
Ludite's a big Code Red man.
Yeah,
What did you say? Ludite was a big fan?
You have Code Red.
Code Red. Oh, I do like Code Red.
See? Yeah, fuck off.
I do like Code Red. Code Red's pretty good.
Lexar wants to know, would you do poses and stuff in front of surveillance cameras?
Yeah.
Sure.
I would. Because I know that I don't have anything to like. No, nobody's after me.
My youngest daughter just did that because she went out to get a package, and the ring camera in our driveway caught her running from the package bin because there was a wasp nest in it.
Damn.
And then she asked me later, she said, can you download that video? And I said, I think so. Why? And she said, I want to put it on TikTok. So
And I told her I could download her.
there you go.
Yeah. Love that, brother. Hey.
Why does OIB think he's better than us, Jonathan Jackson?
Does he think he's better?
Damn.
OIB, I think OIB thinks he's better because he is a actual co-host of the Jack.
You're better than me.
No, he's a co-host of the Jack.
Lexar.
Jackie Jones show.
The Jack co-host. And I'm just some little shit bitch. What the fuck? I'm just some little shit bitch.
I want an AEW logo canvas instead. I wonder if Tony Khan. Yeah, I'm sure Tony Khan's going to trade you.
Hey, Lexar. Hey, Lexar. Fuck yourself.
And Matthew Clutter wants to know, fuck, marry, kill these three people.
Okay.
Who's the guy on the left?
That's that actor looks like Incher.
Who's very good at acting.
Yeah, and then there's Incher in the middle, and then King Kong Bundy. Well, Bundy's already dead, so I'll say King. I'll kill him just so I don't have to kill a living human being.
Yeah.
And I've already. Oh no, I can't say that on air. But I've already done one of these things to inch her.
I'm killing I'm killing the actor fucking Bundy.
No,
Damn.
don't kill the actor.
She's gonna give him a 5 count in the wazoo. I think we're all just gonna bang and marry Incher pretty much.
Well, I'm the real henchman.
I think Dustin will kill Incher.
I'm the real henchman.
Brian Matthew Clutter.
Clutter.
Jonathan Jackson. He wants to know: is it too late to get in the Deadpool? Damn. Rachel McGee. What shocking things would Lexar say if he and I were caught on tape in Bubba the Love Sponge's bedroom? Oh, wow.
Love Sponge. That's kind of funny. Yeah. That's kind of funny. Hey, now we have a new thing, right?
I have seen the Lexar sex tape. I'm serious.
But have you seen the What's Coming Now?
The what?
What's Coming Now?
I don't know what you mean.
I just mean, like, is it good or is it not good?
The one with Lexar?
Whoa! I don't like that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'm wrong.
That's all right. That was all the questions this week from the Headyversal. Thank you. And you guys can join the group. It's facebook.com/group/IYHWrestling. You can send in questions and interact with the Headyverse during the week. Lexar wants to see this Rachel before he knows what to say to her.
Hey, Rachel.
Zoom on in, Rachel. Stream into the show. All right. Well, I've been up since early in the morning and did not get a lot of sleep, so I didn't want to stay up real late. But we'll be back at our normal time next week. Tuesday, I'll be live tomorrow night for Without Your Head. And you never know when else. We might pop up here and there. Subscribe, hit the like button, become a member, help support the channel. Any last parting words, Vic Schiavone?
Good times.
Good times. Blue Knight Supreme.
Always great.
Always great.
Always create.
Oh, always create. I like that. Make art, make stuff.
Okay.
Damn. Mighty Lexar says you are the devil and you're in hell right now.
I hope so.
He's sitting there with his crucifix. Goosey, do you have any final words?
Nope.
Toronto Stevie.
Well, I made it to the end of an episode of In Your Head for the first time in probably well over a year or more. But it was a great show.
It was very fun. I was going to finish my puppet, but I ran out of fur, so I had to order some.
No, let's talk about the puppet.
Your puppet looks really cool, by the way.
I'm very happy with him. There's a puppet fund if you would like to help expenses and all the money goes into stuff for puppetry for the movie and the demon tree and different props. And there's some different things you can get. We'll have an actual campaign at the beginning of the year. Right now, we're in pre-production to make a bunch of the props. So you can help out. There's a Venmo and a PayPal. If you do, Venmo is at Headyverse and PayPal is withoutyourhead@gmail.com. $5 or more, you'll get a cool virtual training card, and $20 more, you can get the new one I just did, which is a Master Zog World Order badge. But the main thing is it will help cover expenses to make these. So my neighbor who's on my Facebook, she's a big fan of the puppet. She saw me today and wants me to bring it over to show her kids the puppet. Maybe we'll do that in the future here. Any final words, Mr. Dusty?
Oh. The devil. I want to hear about this. Right?
Calling Cthulhu over here? What's the...
Oh, I'm like
found-
the thing
I
is
found
like
his
you
Rachel-
just laid out a whole thing like you wanted to
That's for Lex.
fucking lay out some stuff. I want to give my money to the big bull.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, honestly, let's do another one.
All
Hey,
right.
let's do
Yeah,
another one.
I'm gonna be doing some more puppets for the movie.
The puppets are great. I want to do another one.
And do some merch.
Hold on. Where the fuck is Troy?
Troy will be on tomorrow. He'll be
Troy
on
coulda
with
got-
Your Head tomorrow.
Troy could have got my money.
He'll be on the show tomorrow.
Hey, how
Tune
much
in.
money do you need?
Well, I mean, just I've used what people have sent in so far, so it's gonna be an ongoing thing because I'm gonna be making some more puppets. So,
But to make one puppet, how much money does it cost?
if I add it all up, well, the thing is, I don't get fur foam. There's a lot more supplies that go into it than I realized when I started making it. I'd have to figure it out, but
$100.
Just the supplies was easily $100.
I don't know. All right,
But then some of the stuff I will need in the future too, like
right.
Stuff.
Okay.
All right. We shall return, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in. And have a good evening. Good night to everyone.
Good night.
Booyah!
Andre the Giant. Andre was big. Yeah. It was not small. No. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink. And a fight. Andre was big. Yeah. It was not small. No. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink. And a fight. Andre the Giant. Andre was big. Yeah. It was not small. No. Andre was great. He was not bad. A great big heart and a great big man. Andre was big. Yeah. It was not small. No. Andre could drink and he could fight. Drink. And a fight. Andre the Giant.
From Grenoble, France.
Bye!